this is a bit much, and this is an insane situation that the chess world finds itself in, that I find myself in. And throughout this entire ordeal, one of the reasons, just on a personal note, why I have avoided playing the role of not just reporter to you, but the judge, the jury, and the presenter of evidence and pushing your opinion in one side or another is exactly to avoid this situation.
At first I thought it was someone making a joke, but then I saw it was Neimann's own Twitter account, and then he published it himself. There you have it once again. My lawsuit speaks for itself. So that's what's happening. And
here's my opinion on it. Good for Hans Neimann, standing up for himself, defending himself. At the end of the day, let's say he did not cheat, which all the evidence seems to be suggesting he did not cheat in the Sinkfield Cup. Then wow, the way that these guys have gone after him, attacking him, good for him, standing up for himself, fighting back against all of these big guns in the chess world. I just really hope he genuinely hasn't cheated over the board in recent times or in the Sinkfield Cup.
And he said he had 2 comments, and I was like, yeah, and I was writing them down, but I didn't have to write them down, but I thought I had to. He said, frankly litigious, and I was like, yeah. Then he said, frankly frivolous. So he thinks this lawsuit is frivolous, but we'll see how much his lawyers cost him. We'll see if chess.com pays for Hikaru's lawyers.
One thing I want to mention is, am I surprised by the people named? No, because Hans named these people in his interview at the Sinkfield Cup. He specifically named Hikaru. He specifically named Magnus. He specifically mentioned chess.com. And he also mentioned Danny.
I think the $100 million ask here is absolute lunacy. I think that's supposed to be like an intimidation thing, perhaps. I don't know. That is outrageous. Now, a defamation case, I suppose, could absolutely work in favor of Hans, since no one's been able to prove he's cheated in over-the-board chess. And yet they continue to insinuate it, which very likely could hurt his chances of continuing to play at a high level at tournaments Magnus enters. So I think a defamation case was probably bound to happen at some point, but $100 million for it, I think, is craziness.
Hans Neimann, plaintiff, Sven Magnus Carlsen, Play Magnus Group, Chess.com, Daniel Wrench, and Hikaru Nakamura. Alright, complaint. Plaintiff Hans Neimann. Neimann by and through his attorneys Ovid and Ovid LLP and local Missouri counsel, the Garner law firm, alleges upon information and belief as follows. Nature of action. Neimann is a 19-year-old self-taught chess prodigy. He brings this action to recover from the devastating damages that defendants have inflicted upon his reputation, career, and life by egregiously defaming him and unlawfully colluding to blacklist him from the profession to which he has dedicated his life.